Hi, my name is Neil Johnson and I'm the store director at League of Rebels here in downtown Austin, Texas, and today I'm going to teach you how to tie a bow tie. First step before you start tying, you're going to want to take a look at the sizing ribbon on the bow tie. Most of the bow ties that you're going to see in stores are going to have this. It's just a little bit of extra adjustability that you can use when tying on yourself. I typically go a little smaller than my neck size, so I wear a 17 shirt. On my ties or bow ties, I will typically go down 1/2 inch at a 16.5, and it just depends on whatever your personal preference is. It just helps you get a little bit tighter of a knot if you go smaller on the size. Alright, before you start actually tying, I'm going to talk about bow tie anatomy a little bit. This particular one is a classic shape. You'll see it kind of looks like a fish. Sometimes it is referred to as a fish shape as well. There are a few other shapes of bow ties that you'll see in stores. Most of those other shapes are for more formal occasions. With this being the classic shape, you're going to use this for most things, you know, weddings, events, work, if you wear them to work, stuff like that. So to start, right hand here, left hand here. I'm going to make the right side just a little bit longer than the left. And the first step, you're going to take your right side and go over the left, just like this. And then you're going to cross that longer side that you started with around the back. So it's going to look like this. And you don't want to pull too tight yet. That's going to be reserved for later whenever we make our adjustments at the end. Next step, you're going to take this shorter end and you're going to fold it in half, just like this. This is where the shape of the bow tie starts to come out, and you'll see it. That longer side is going to go across the front, just like this. Then you're going to take that longer side and go around the back. And there's going to be a hole that's made right here. You can see my fingers sticking through it. That hole is important. This is where most people get a little bit messed up when tying one. Don't let it get you too frustrated. This is something that, you know, everybody encounters. Bow ties are all about adjusting as you go, so it's not going to come out perfect right when you start. You're going to actually take that longer side that we came around the front with, and it's going to go through that hole, just like this. Alright, doesn't look like much right now. But I'm going to go ahead and put my collar down at this part because we have our basic shape made and the rest is all about adjusting. What you'll see now is that you've got this piece here, you've got your front, which is a loop, you've got this part, other front, not a loop, just flat, and then back should be a loop, okay? And now here's where all of the adjusting comes in. So you're going to pull, I grab loop in right hand for the front, loop in left hand for the back, and you're just going to pull them like this. And then you're going to do the same thing to the others, and you're going to pull through just like this. And you're basically going to do this back and forth until you get the knot to the right consistency that you're wanting. So, you know, the tighter you pull on either side or the further out that you pull like this, the tighter you're going to be able to get the knot actually on you. This is much different than tying a necktie because you have to adjust it so much, but once you get it the way that you want it to be, it's going to look really great. So this is typically how I like mine to look, even on both sides, even in the back as well. Sometimes I'll just kind of fluff this part out a little bit to make it look just a little bigger. And as you go throughout the day of wearing it, it may loosen a little bit, so you can tighten as you go through the day. You know, with this particular material, I choose materials that are a little bit more friction imposed as opposed to like satin and silk fabrics, because whenever you use those on a bow tie, the bow tie loosens a lot more easily and you have to adjust and tighten through the day a lot more frequently. So, you know, typically whenever I'm buying them, I go for stuff like this. But that's how you tie a bow tie.